Words can be powerful, but they mean little without actions to back them up. People often make promises, talk about their dreams, or boast about their abilities, but unless those words are supported by real effort and results, they remain empty. True impact comes from action. Consistent, dedicated effort that leads to visible outcomes. Why actions matter more than words. Credibility comes from results. Imagine two people. One constantly talks about how they will achieve great things, while the other silently works hard and delivers results. Over time, the one who takes action earns more respect, while the talker loses credibility. Trust is built on actions, not promises. A person who repeatedly makes promises but fails to act loses trust. On the other hand, someone who may not say much but always delivers builds a strong reputation for reliability. Actions leave a lasting impact. Words fade over time, but actions create real change. A leader who works alongside their team gains more respect than one who simply gives orders. A business that provides great service earns loyalty, while one that only advertises without delivering quality loses customers. Actions inspire others. People are more motivated by seeing real effort and success than by hearing about it. A hardworking individual sets an example that influences those around them to also strive for excellence. Silence is powerful. When paired with hard work, loud self-promotion often leads to skepticism, but quiet dedication impresses through undeniable results. Many great inventors, artists, and leaders did not seek attention. They focused on their craft, and the world recognized them for it. Example, the tale of two blacksmiths. In a kingdom, two blacksmiths set out to gain fame. One went from town to town, boasting about his skills, while the other quietly perfected his craft. The boastful blacksmith initially attracted attention, but his work was average. Customers felt disappointed and his reputation declined. The silent blacksmith, however, worked tirelessly, creating weapons of unparalleled quality. Over time, knights and nobles sought him out, and his name became legendary. The lesson: those who prove their worth through action will ultimately rise above those who only talk. Key takeaways: focus on doing rather than just saying. Let your work speak for itself. Quality and results will gain recognition. Avoid empty promises. Instead, commit to consistent action. True respect and admiration come from effort, discipline, and persistence. Would you like any real-life examples added to reinforce this point? Expansion on patience is essential. In a world where instant gratification is often expected, patience remains one of the most valuable virtues. True success, mastery, and meaningful accomplishments do not happen overnight. They require time, effort, and persistence. Those who rush the process often end up with incomplete results, while those who embrace patience achieve lasting success. Why? Patience is crucial for success. Great things take time. Just like a tree does not bear fruit the day it is planted, success requires nurturing, effort, and time. Whether it is learning a new skill, building a career, or creating something valuable, patience ensures steady and sustainable growth. Patience builds resilience. The path to success is filled with challenges, failures, and setbacks. Without patience, people give up too quickly when things do not go as planned. But those who persist through difficulties ultimately emerge stronger and more capable. Hasty decisions lead to mistakes. Acting impulsively without careful thought often results in poor choices. Patience allows for better planning, learning from mistakes, and making well-informed decisions. It helps avoid short-term gains that might lead to long-term losses. Mastery requires time and practice. No one becomes an expert overnight. A musician spends years perfecting their craft. An athlete trains for countless hours before reaching the top. And a skilled craftsman hones their abilities through constant practice. Patience is the foundation of true expertise. Enduring success is better than temporary glory. Many people look for shortcuts to success, but those who take the time to build something meaningful create a legacy. Quick fame or fast money often disappear as quickly as they come, but slow, steady growth leads to lasting achievements. Story example: the tale of two farmers. In a distant village, two farmers, Thomas and Robert, planted apple trees. Thomas, eager to see results quickly, used chemical fertilizers and forced rapid growth. His trees grew fast and bore fruit within a year, but the apples were weak, tasteless, and the trees died within a few seasons. Robert, on the other hand, patiently nurtured his trees with care, natural compost, and steady watering. His trees took longer to bear fruit, but when they did, the apples were rich, juicy, and his orchard thrived for generations. The lesson? Patience produces quality, while rushing leads to short-life results. Key takeaways? Long-term success requires time, dedication, and effort. Failure is part of the journey. Patience helps you overcome obstacles. Shortcuts often lead to poor results. True mastery takes time. Those who persist patiently achieve greater and more meaningful success. Would you like me to add real-life examples or historical references to strengthen the point? Expansion on perseverance pays off. Perseverance is the ability to keep pushing forward despite difficulties, setbacks, or failures. Many people start strong but give up when challenges arise. Those who persist, however, are the ones who achieve greatness. Success is not about never failing, it's about never giving up. Why perseverance is important for success? Failure is a stepping stone, not the end. Every successful person has faced failures, but what sets them apart is their ability to learn from mistakes and keep going. Example, Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,0,0,0,0 ways that won't work." Hard work beats natural talent. Many people believe success is about talent, but consistent effort often surpasses natural ability. A naturally gifted musician who never practices will not succeed, but someone with average talent who practices daily can become a master. The road to success is long and difficult. Success is rarely immediate. It requires dedication, effort, and endurance over a long period. Many entrepreneurs, athletes, and artists struggled for years before reaching the top. If they had quit early, they would never have seen success. Overcoming obstacles builds strength. Every challenge you face and overcome makes you stronger, smarter, and more resilient. When you push through difficulties, you develop problem-solving skills and the confidence to tackle future challenges. Perseverance leads to unexpected rewards. Often the benefits of perseverance are greater than expected. People who persist sometimes achieve more than they originally aimed for. Example, J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter manuscript was rejected 12 times before a publisher finally accepted it. Today, it is one of the most successful book series in history. Story example, The Two Mountain Climbers. Two climbers, David and Mark, set out to conquer the highest peak in their country. David, who was strong but impatient, started with great enthusiasm. But when the climb became difficult, he doubted himself and quit halfway. Mark, though slower and less experienced, refused to give up. He fell, got injured, and faced storms, but he kept moving forward. Eventually, he reached the peak. In the end, David never saw the view from the top, while Mark stood victorious, not because he was the strongest, but because he never gave up. Key takeaway: failure is not a reason to quit. It's a lesson to learn from. Effort and persistence are more important than talent alone. The longer you stick with something, the stronger and more skilled you become. Success comes to those who refuse to give up, no matter how tough the journey gets. Would you like me to include more real-life success stories to illustrate this further? Expansion on pride in craftsmanship. Pride in craftsmanship means taking personal responsibility for the quality of your work, striving for excellence, and finding satisfaction in doing something well. It is not about seeking praise or external validation, but about the deep fulfillment that comes from knowing you have put forth your best effort. When people take pride in their craft, whether they are blacksmiths, artists, engineers, chefs, or writers, their work stands out. True mastery is achieved not through shortcuts or mediocrity, but through dedication, attention to detail, and a commitment to continuous improvement. Why pride in craftsmanship matters: quality over quantity. In a fast-paced world where mass production is common, craftsmanship stands out. A well-made, durable product is always more valuable than something rushed or cheaply made. Example, a handmade wooden table built with care and precision will last for decades, while a poorly assembled one may break within months. A reflection of character. The way you work reflects who you are. If you cut corners, take shortcuts, or settle for good enough, it shows a lack of discipline and dedication. People with strong craftsmanship habits build reputations for excellence and reliability. Satisfaction comes from mastery. There is a unique joy in perfecting a skill and producing something of value. Those who take pride in their craft experience deep fulfillment, confidence, and a sense of accomplishment. A chef who carefully prepares a dish, or a tailor who stitches a garment with precision, will feel immense satisfaction when they see the final product. Consistency builds reputation. When you consistently deliver high-quality work, people take notice. Over time, this builds a strong reputation, and customers, employers, or clients will seek you out. Example, a craftsman who quietly works with precision will eventually attract more customers than someone who boasts but delivers mediocre results. True artists never stop improving. Those who take pride in their work never settle. They constantly strive to improve, innovate, and refine their skills. Example, Leonardo da Vinci spent years perfecting his paintings, constantly adjusting details to ensure they met his high standards. Story example, The Tale of the Two Stonemasons. A traveler once came across two stonemasons working on a cathedral. He asked the first one, "What are you doing?" The stonemason, tired and frustrated, replied, "I'm just laying bricks. It's dull work, but it pays the bills." Then he asked the second stonemason the same question, and the man smiled and said, "I am building a masterpiece that will stand for centuries. Every stone I place is part of something greater." Years later, the cathedral stood as a magnificent structure, admired by many. The second stonemason had become a master architect, while the first had remained an ordinary laborer. The difference? One saw his work as a chore, while the other took pride in his craft. Key takeaways: excellence comes from caring about your work and striving for quality. Your work reflects who you are. Put your best effort into it. The joy of craftsmanship comes from mastery, not external recognition. Consistency and dedication build a strong reputation over time. Those who take pride in their craft never stop improving and innovating. Would you like me to add more real-world examples of craftsmanship in different fields? Expansion on reputation grows silently. A strong reputation is one of the most valuable assets you can build, yet it doesn't come from self-promotion, boasting, or seeking attention. Reputation is earned through consistent quality work and actions over time. The best reputations are the ones that grow quietly, without fanfare, because they are based on substance rather than spectacle. In the same way that a tree grows slowly, steadily, and often without notice, so too does a person's reputation. It takes time, patience, and persistence. People begin to trust and respect you, not because of what you say, but because of what you do consistently. Why reputation grows silently? Actions speak louder than words. The foundation of a strong reputation is rooted in what you do, not in what you say. Anyone can boast, but only those who consistently deliver results can earn lasting respect. Example, a business may advertise its customer service, but it's the actual experience customers have that will build or damage its reputation. Quality over self-promotion. Many people try to build their reputation by talking about their achievements, but true recognition comes from quality work done quietly. When you focus on doing something well, people take notice, even without you making a spectacle of it. Example, a musician who performs regularly and delivers powerful, emotion-filled performances gains a reputation over time for their talent, not because they boast about it, but because of the experience they offer their audience. Trust is built gradually. Reputation is not built in a single day. It is the result of years of consistent effort, trustworthiness, and integrity. People start trusting you when they see that you can be relied upon over time. Example, a leader who consistently acts in the best interest of their team through difficult decisions, long hours, and a focus on the collective gradually builds trust and respect without needing to announce it. Reputation spreads through word of mouth. Reputation often grows silently because it spreads organically. And so people talk about those they admire, not because they are told to, but because they are genuinely impressed by the quality of their work or character. Example, a craftsman who quietly produces high quality work will have customers who return and recommend him to others. No advertising is needed. His reputation spreads through word of mouth. Consistency is key. A reputation is built on consistent behavior, not on isolated instances of greatness. People know what to expect from you, and it is this reliability that makes your reputation powerful. Example, an athlete may have a great game here or there, but what makes them respected is their consistent performance over the course of a season or career. Similarly, a worker who consistently delivers great results will earn a reputation for excellence. Story example, the silent merchant. In a bustling marketplace, two merchants sold similar goods. One was loud, constantly shouting about the quality of his products, while the other quietly set up his stall and waited for customers. The loud merchant was popular at first, drawing in many customers with his boasts, but over time, people realized his products were not as good as promised, and his business began to suffer. The quiet merchant, however, simply sold his goods with honesty and quality. Slowly, word spread about his reliable products. Customers who had purchased from him returned and recommended him to others. Over time, the quiet merchant's business thrived. His reputation grew silently, without any boasting, simply because his work spoke for itself. Key takeaways. A strong reputation is built on actions, not words. Consistency and quality leads to organic word-of-mouth recommendations. True trust is earned over time, not by showcasing achievements. A good reputation grows silently, gradually, and without fanfare. Focus on quality, and your reputation will speak for itself. Would you like more real-life examples or stories to emphasize this idea? Expansion on the power of humility. Humility is often misunderstood as weakness or submission, but in reality, it is one of the most powerful traits a person can possess. Humility involves recognizing and accepting our limitations, understanding that we can always learn more, and not seeking validation or praise for our achievements. It allows us to remain grounded, open to new perspectives, and committed to personal growth. When combined with hard work, humility can elevate a person beyond what self-importance or arrogance ever could. Humble individuals inspire respect, foster stronger relationships, and are more open to collaboration. They are aware of their strengths, but also recognize their flaws, which enables them to grow and adapt. Humility empowers people to build deeper connections and creates an environment where others feel valued and respected. Why humility is powerful? Humility fosters continuous learning. Humble people are always open to new ideas and feedback because they understand that there is always more to learn. They don't assume they know everything and are willing to grow. Example, a scientist may reach the height of their career, but they are still humble enough to acknowledge that new research or perspectives could challenge their understanding. This openness to learning leads to innovation and growth, strengthens relationships. Humility allows for better communication and connection with others. When people feel that you do not see yourself as superior, they are more likely to approach you, collaborate with you, and offer their support. Example, a leader who listens to their team, values their opinions, and admits when they don't have all the answers, earns respect and loyalty, promotes collaboration over competition. Humble individuals recognize that success is often the result of collective effort, not just personal achievement. They are willing to share credit, give others the spotlight, and work toward a common goal. Example, a successful entrepreneur who shares the credit for their business achievements with their team will cultivate a sense of unity and dedication within the group, whereas someone who takes all the credit will alienate others. Builds trust and respect. Humility allows you to admit mistakes, ask for help, and be transparent about your weaknesses. This vulnerability builds trust, as people appreciate someone who is genuine and honest. Example, a doctor who admits when they do not have the answer to a patient's problem and seeks advice from specialists creates an environment of trust. Patients appreciate this honesty and are more likely to feel confident in their care. Prevents arrogance and entitlement. Humility keeps us grounded and aware of the need to continue working hard no matter how much we achieve. It guards against the dangers of arrogance, which can blind us to our weaknesses and limit our potential. Example, a famous athlete who stays humble, continues to train hard, and respects the competition can maintain long-term success, while one who becomes arrogant may alienate fans and teammates and lose focus on the hard work that brought them success. Story example, the humble warrior is named, there once was a powerful warrior named Kaito who was renowned for his skill in battle. His victories were legendary and his reputation spread far and wide. However, despite his fame, Kaito remained humble, never boasting about his accomplishments. One day, a young and inexperienced warrior approached Kaito seeking guidance. The young man said, "I want to be as great as you, but I feel I have much to learn." Kaito smiled and replied, "The key to being a great warrior is not in how many battles you win, but in your ability to learn from each one, regardless of the outcome. I have won many fights, but I have also lost many. It is in those losses that I have learned the most." The young warrior was amazed by Kaito's humility and understanding. He realized that true greatness wasn't about dominating others or claiming superiority. It was about recognizing that there is always room for growth and learning. Years later, the young warrior became just as skilled as Kaito, and he too passed on the lessons of humility and learning to the next generation of fighters. Key takeaways. Humility fosters a growth mindset, allowing us to constantly learn and improve. Humble individuals build deeper relationships by valuing others and acknowledging their strengths. Humility encourages collaboration as it focuses on working together towards shared goals rather than personal glory. Humility builds trust and respect by showing honesty, vulnerability, and a willingness to learn from mistakes. True strength comes from humility as it guards against arrogance and keeps us focused on continual improvement. Conclusion, the journey to true success is not one of quick fame, loud claims, or instant gratification. It is built on hard work, patience, perseverance, pride in your craft, and a quietly growing reputation. Work hard in silence teaches us that the most meaningful achievements are those that are earned through dedication, integrity, and consistent effort, often without the need for external validation. As we move through life, we can remember that action speaks louder than words. Our efforts will speak for us far more effectively than our boasts. Patience is essential. We must allow time for growth and mastery, understanding that the best results come from persistence. Perseverance pays off. Failure and setbacks are not the end, but part of the journey, and those who continue despite adversity find lasting success. Pride in craftsmanship leads to a deep sense of fulfillment because we take pride in producing our best work, not just for recognition, but for the satisfaction of knowing we did our best. Reputation grows silently. It is earned through consistent action and the quality of our work rather than our attempts to self-promote. Ultimately, true success doesn't come from shouting about our achievements. It comes from building a foundation of hard work, excellence, and quiet dedication. By embodying these principles, we not only achieve greatness for ourselves, but inspire others to do the same. Would you like to reflect on any of these lessons further or explore ways to apply them in your own life?